Hi, this is John Wagner with the eStaff 365 product team. In this video, I'm going to show you how we initiate the onboarding of a contractor and take you through what that looks like, not only from the side of the HR manager who may be starting the process, but also see what that email looks like when the contractor receives it. So if I go into this contractor onboarding tile, I will see a dashboard listing out all of the contractors who are actively onboarding with my agency. And notice that the tabs here are separating the different types of onboardings, showing us this initiated, which is people that have received an email invitation. So in this example, Carlos Garcia, who will be based in our Tampa office, we know that he is going to be working at Bank of America Corp. And an invitation has been sent to him, but he has not done anything with that yet. So he received it on the 15th, which was 2 days ago, so we can track just how old these invitations are. And if we're concerned that he has not done anything with that and we want to re-invite him, kind of get him going, we can go into the details of that. And up here, notice we're looking at the Carlos Garcia record, we have this button that says re-invite. And what that would do is that would send him yet another email letting him know that we really need him to go into the system and complete his onboarding. The people who are in the state of in progress, and in this example we have 3 people in that state, these are all contractors who have received their email invitation and they have actually logged into the system. And they may have done some of the additional steps along the way as well. So they may have given us their resume, they may have filled out their online application, and for each of them we can see what that state is by going into their record. And here we see that Anna May, she's already reviewed her offer because she's got the check mark there. She's already uploaded a resume, but she hasn't yet completed her application. And she has to do that first before she can move on to look at her actual onboarding documents and receive those. So for each person, we're able to drill in and see what their current state is and determine whether we need to send them a reminder or not. So if I want to create a new one, I use the new button up here. This takes me to a view where I will see that I have to fill in some very simple information about the contractor, mostly name and address. And the email address here is really important because that's the address we're going to use to email the invitation to them. And on the right side of the screen here, we specify the placement. So basically, this is a listing of the contract information that's relevant to this contractor. So what office are they going to be based out of? What type of pay arrangement are they going to have with our agency? Are they going to be a 1099 contractor with us? Are they coming through a third party? Or are they directly on payroll or payroll including full benefits? These types are all customizable by the agency. So this is just what we provide out of the box. But if your agency uses different terminology for these, you can set that up. If you have additional types of pay arrangements that you would like to enter into the system, you can do that. They would all appear here in this drop down. You'll provide a start and end date to define the period of the contract. And then you'll specify where the contractor is going to be assigned. So in our case here, I would have all of my clients from my agency listed here, and I might pick Dell Computer. I do have to supply the office where they're going to work. So in many of your instances of clients, they may only have one office, but if they do have more than one, we would be forced to pick which office they're going to work at. And where this is important is that this gives you the flexibility to provide different paperwork to the contractor based on which office they're going to work in. And in the case of them working in different states, so for example, if they were going to work in Columbus, Ohio, Ohio may have different state paperwork that needs to be filled out than what you might find in Oklahoma, for example. So that's where the system is going to use some intelligence and notice that this contractor is in Columbus, Ohio, and deliver state-based paperwork for Ohio. Lastly, you would provide the pay details, what is their hourly rate for base pay and OT, and if there is a per diem that's applicable, you can optionally enter that information as well. So once you've entered this information for the contract, you would save that. And what that'll do is that'll actually generate an email to the contractor, and it'll look something like this. What you see here is fully customizable, so your agency's logo can appear up here instead of the eStaff logo. All of this text that's in the email is also customizable. This is just a template-based email that you can control. What we provide inside the email, though, is a link to the system that is customized to this contractor, so Anna May. And what this will ensure is that when she follows that link, she will be prompted to provide a password, which basically sets up her account, and then it'll make sure that she gets to her onboarding checklist as opposed to seeing someone else's, obviously. We use by default the email address as the user ID, and as I said before, the contractor is going to set up their own password. If they log in and they forget their password, we do have full password recovery, and they can use this then to log back in. Maybe it'll take them a series of days to go through the system and do their application and paperwork. That's perfectly fine. They can stop along the way and resume a couple hours later if they just log back in and finish the application.